Hello everyone, this is Builder Shed here, and yeah, and by the way fellas, I did not just lose my flannel. I'm just choosing to try making a video without flannel today, see if it actually looks better. So, let's get right to it. Today, we're going to be talking about, well, Linux window managers slash desktop environments. One of the big positives of Linux is customization. Compared to Windows, Mac OS, etc., Linux has a crap ton of customization you could do. You could even choose different desktop environments. Now, if y'all want to see what a desktop environment looks like, let me just show y'all what one looks like. So, for example, out there you have desktop environments like Unity, which was Ubuntu's old one. GNOME, and the several versions of that. I meant derivatives, GNOME 3, and I forget GNOME 2's derivative Mate, and so you also have tiling window managers, which is a crap ton of them because tiling window managers are actually quite a good alternative to floating. Like it with tiling window managers. Like for example, I'm using an awesome window manager, which I recommend for beginners of tiling window managers. I'm using awesome, of course, with a few changes. Specifically, a fork of PyCom or a Compton if you're not an Arch, as well as using a couple changes to get rid of the title bars. Tiling window managers are like this. Like, let me open a couple programs. So, let's open Melon DS. Let's open a terminal with HTOP. And let's open I don't think we would be open. Now let's open up Google Chrome. This is basically tiling window managers, and for some, including Awesome, you can do this. Some of the most popular tiling window managers are what I want to primarily talk about today, and why I like tiling window managers. First of all, tiling window managers, they get you more used to the workspace layout. They also get you more used to your keyboard and can even be a bit more old school if you like that, which I kind of like a bit of old school design. But of course, I mix mine with modern. Some examples of tiling window managers include DWM, which I have on here. So I recommend, instead of doing sudo pacman-s or using your normal Linux distro's package manager, I recommend just cloning Suckless's DWM Git repository and doing sudo make clean install in that. It makes patching it a lot easier, and that's the negative about DWM. I hate patching it. I don't even like to patch it. I prefer using this. You also have Xmonad, which for Xmonad I use DT's fork of it, or should I say his configs for it, because it looks nice and also makes DWM a bit easier to use. DWM is full on like you think DWM is bloated. I gotta really give you a drug test, and I'm sure you'd test positive full on the drug test, because guess what, DWM ain't even close to bloat, fellas. I mean, Xmonad. Xmonad and Awesome, I'd say, are quite easy to configure, in my opinion. Probably because I've been using them the most. Like, let me show you how I did my Awesome config. So let's just open up a terminal and then just do nvim into .config/awesome. Click here, and here's my config for it. I got gaps, which I like gaps. It makes it look nicer. I have my X-Render command to automatically start this up in 144 or FPS, so I don't have to type in the command all the time. As I have a 144 hertz monitor, and it also fixes issues because some games when the monitor is locked at 60 FPS, even though I can go up to 144 FPS on it. If you're talking about emulators and crap, screen tearing's off the charts. I also have nitrogen, and to give me my wallpaper in PyCom-B. Yeah. Or you can just type in PyCom. Or Compton if you're on Ubuntu, of course. Going up. No one cares about those. Blah, blah, blah. So, tiling window managers. Another thing is you're also more organized with tiling window managers. For like your normal window man, for like your normal desktop environment, you just be like basically doing this plus Chrome plus I don't know Steam plus Discord plus freaking everything else. PC Man FM. Yeah. Oh, that's already full screen. Freaking you literally or this like normally you just do this, like close them all out, like let me just close all those out. I don't know what you're complaining about. Nothing. Okay, so what's on 3? Oh, it's Alacrity. Yeah. So you, for example, like for number 1, I just have a miscellaneous screensaver type thing. For 2, I have more of a control panel so I can mess my audio, go into files, and kill tasks. For this, I usually have my browser open, and for my 4th workspace, I have Steam and Discord. Usually for Steam gaming, and 5th workspace I use for either virtual machines. So, for example, what the heck? So sudo VM player for VMware or VBox. I open them up in here. So I open like VirtualBox, set her up in this. So, and I do my VMs and crap in there. Or sometimes I do some gaming in that too. Basically, from this point onward on to 9, this is where this is where the recording is. So, basically, tiling window manager is kind of cool. Another positive about tiling window managers is it gets you more used to the keyboard, so you can just it's more keyboard oriented than mouse oriented, which makes it quicker to do things. Actually, being honest here, and also at the same time makes it more old school. Definitely makes it a bit more old school. You have to admit. Tiling window manager is also great for people who don't have a mouse computer for some reason, which I don't know why anyone would not have a mouse with a computer. You definitely should have one. Oh, finally that's saying RX 590. What the heck? What? What the heck? I don't know what the heck. So basically, I think I might as well end this off right here. Tiling window managers, I'd say they're even good for gaming, because many tiling window managers can be lightweight, so you won't cause much of a performance-based issue, though you usually don't have performance issues that much, so that's kind of a minimal reason. But the other reason why it's good for gaming as well is that you can flop between each pretty easily. Stuff. So, I think I might as well end off here. Hope to see you all next time, fellas. See ya! If you'll like this type of content, make sure to drop a like. If you want to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe. If you don't like this content, or specifically this video, drop a dislike. And it'd be heavily appreciated if you were to also drop a comment explaining why you disliked the video and some issues, also known as constructive feedback. I'll see y'all next time. See ya.